Hi everyone and welcome back to Dancing with Jamile. Today we are gonna be talking about pointe shoes. In front of me, and I know you still cannot see, I have three different pairs of pointe shoes. Now they are different models from different brands. The thing that they all share in common is that they fit me really good. I feel comfortable in them. When we go to the studio, you're gonna see, however, how different they indeed are. Okay, so I am a Grishko girl. I mean, my first pair was a Grishko pair, and the very famous 2007. I went and danced on different models and different brands. Ultimately, I came back to Grishko. Now, the last time I bought a pair of Grishko, I was recommended this new model, fairly new model called Neo Pointe. Now, as you can see, these ones I've already used. As all Grishkos, they are super hard, so honestly it did take me some time until I could actually like go right on the platform, like stand on the platform. The difference to the traditional Grishko models such as 2007 or the Pro Flex is that it's wider from here. So usually Grishko is quite narrow. I got used to that, but actually in these ones my balance is like piece of cake. Something different is the inside, and I'm not sure how much you'll be able to see from the inside. You have a padding. Now, I don't wear any padding. Sometimes paper towel, kitchen towel, sorry, that's all. So it was weird, but then I got used to it, and the person who recommended this pair to me, she was like, yeah, if you're not using anything, you at least want to have a pointe shoe that already has some kind of protection without losing the feeling of the skin and the pointe shoe. I really like, you know, feeling the pointe shoe as part of my feet. So as I said, you know, they are hard, however wider here. Another difference to the traditional 2007 model is the shape. So as you can see, it's a bit round, and this is what I've discovered that really fits my shape of foot. Now, something that I don't particularly like about Grishkos in general is that they have a lot of fabric, and you'll see once we are in the studio how, you know, it's a lot of fabric on the sides. Aesthetics, right? Okay, the second pair. Okay, this is a first time ever for me. The next two models are on brands. So I have over here Grishko, no, what am I saying? I have over here the ETU from Bloch. I have never worn Bloch, and this comes from a teacher I had when I was in the conservatory in Barcelona. She always said Bloch are like a block. And so that stayed in my mind, and whenever I go to a ballet shop and they offer me blocks, I do try them on. I'm never really convinced. Now these ones, I felt them different, so way to go, Bloch, keep it going. Okay, so here we go. They are freshly unpacked from Barcelona. So Here we have it, ETU, Bloch. In my case, I use HM, 3X, and a number 5. It's the same with Grishko. I am a 5, 3X. Interesting. So yeah, the satin is very, very beautiful, very nice. And as you can see already here, if you have troubles with your heel, that the point shoe likes to go down when you go through the midpoint, this shape really helps so that your heel stays trapped inside the shoe. So it's a very beautiful design. Now if you look at from the profile, it's less fabric than the Grishko, so aesthetically it's a nicer, more beautiful shoe. And then we have a white platform, very comfortable. This one has already the leather, so depending where you are, it might be a bit slidey. With this, you avoid having to use some kind of resin. Now, the shape, just as with the Grishkos, but here you can see it even better. The shape is this round shape that it really fits my feet, the shape of my foot. Now here you will be able to see it very clearly. We also have that internal padding. Again, it was recommended because I don't use anything, just my skin and the point shoe. Sometimes I do use tights. I'm starting to get used to it again, but as soon as I was graduated from conservatory, I said I don't like the ties and the shoe. It does look nicer, I have to say, I have to admit. Okay, so these are the Bloch ETU. We're gonna be talking about prices later. Hot topic. Now, I don't know about you, I think they copied a bit Gaynor Minden with the color of the bag. I mean, but it's okay, it's okay. Another pair, which is for me first time ever using the brand, and I was really looking forward to use this brand. So last year when I went to the shop in Barcelona, and if you wonder where I went to Casimiro Danza. They told me, because one of my favorite shoes when I was studying was Chacot. And one particular model which was very low, and oh, I love them, and I never find them ever again, and it was quite dramatic for my dancing career. Anyway, so I went to the woman and I told her, you know, I really like the Chacot, and she told me, you know what? In Barcelona we have a brand, it's made in Spain, and they took over all the shapes and the models from Chacot. And I'm like, wow! So this brand is made in Spain. Made in Spain, so you know, it's if you live in Spain and you buy these shoes, you are really contributing to the manufacturing of you know, regional, local craftsmanship. Okay, I've been switching between languages lately. Now the brand, the name of the brand, it's I actually have to research. Yes. No, I don't have to research. It's written here. It's called Spanish Dancewear. That's how it's called, the brand. That's it. Nothing fancy, very clear. Spanish dancewear. The model, the particular model that fits me, it's Elvira. Now, this shoe is super light, which I think it's already gonna make a huge difference when I'm, you know, doing my point exercises. It's a softer shoe, which I'm really looking forward to after using Grishko for so many years. If you look at from behind, here you don't have that bag, which might be beneficial for someone whose heel disappears or just likes to pop out of the shoe. In my case, that's not the thing. Again, we have less fabric on the sides, so you show more of your arch, more of your feet. And then it's low from here, which is very good for me. Again, we have this shape, which is this round shape. For me, it's so comfortable, really comfortable. And I used to wear shoes which were like this, and oh my god, like no, it wasn't healthy. It wasn't healthy. Now, from the inside, this shoe doesn't have any protection. We'll see whether when I'm using them I feel pain and I need some padding. We'll see. The satin, as you can see, is not shiny, which actually it's good, because sometimes the companies or the schools don't want you to have shiny shoes when you are on stage. I remember we used to have to put some special cream on the shiny shoe. What else can I say about this shoe? Yeah, other than that I'm looking forward to wearing them, that's pretty much it. Now, let's talk about prices. So we're gonna go from the middle price, which is this Grishko. So these Grishko are around 90 euros. Now, the good thing about Grishkos is that they last very long as you take care of them. So always, as soon as you finish wearing them, don't pack them on a plastic bag. Let them air, get dry, and then you can store them. Plastic is not a friend of Pointe shoes. Then we go to the most expensive shoe from this three, which is the ETU Bloch. This one was around 140. Now, they should last long. We'll see how long. I'm looking forward to that. And then these ones, they were around 60 euros. Now, yeah, I remember what I wanted to say about this pair. This particular brand would be the equivalent to Frit. Not in the materials that they use, but in the qualities, right? So it's a very soft shoe. Like, look at this, very soft, it's light, and yeah, I think it's gonna feel amazing when I'm on them. Now let's go to the studio. Hello beautiful people, so here we are in the studio. I'm grateful that I can always use Ballet Studio Espiral in Dresden for my videos. And I already have my Grishkos on. Let's have a look how they fit. So I'm gonna go into a nice releve, maybe do a bit of a plie to really go into the Pointe shoe. Yeah, as I said, it took me a while to really get them soft. Now they are really nice and soft. But you can see here how, you know, there's a lot of fabric. It's like a lot of fabric. However, it's a shoe that lasts a long, very long, which I'm grateful for as a freelance dancer. So, you know, it's good on the budget. Alrighty, next. So I'm gonna have to go directly on Pointe here. Look how it looks. Oh, so beautiful, quite comfortable. And then the Grishko. So I'll give you some time for you to have a look and compare Now, I have to admit, I feel in the shoe, Grishkos are feeling more comfortable, maybe because I've been wearing them longer. The Blochs are brand new. I don't feel any pressure anywhere. They really go into my feet nicely. I'm not wearing any padding, which is very important for me to be able to use my pointe shoes without padding, because I'm used to it. Okay, and then I'm gonna put the Elvira, the Spanish brand. The model is Elvira. Okay, here we are. These ones were the ones that were the favorite for everyone when I tried them on. Bam! And you can see how, I mean, look at this. I'm immediately on the shoe, like really stepping on it. Feels beautifully nice. They have no padding. I can feel that, but yeah, so far, very beautiful shoe. Now let's compare the Bloch with the Elvira. When it comes to comparing the amount of fabric, it's also very little here. I'm sure once I sew them, they will fit very, very beautifully. So let's have a look. Okay, so I got directly on point. And just compare. Yeah, I think I feel really most on the shoe in the Elvira, and I haven't used them not once in a ballet class. Yeah, now I'm gonna have to do this to hold the shoe, and we go up on the midpoint, and you see already how easy it is for me to go into the midpoint like this. Very, very easy. Looking forward to using them once they're sewn. And we're gonna do the same now with the Bloch. So I'm gonna hold them. And yeah, they are a bit harder still. So this one will take me a bit to, you know, to break them. Yeah. Yeah. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll see how long it lasts. Like each shoe lasts. That's all. This was my first pointe shoe comparison. It happened to be that this time I have 3 pairs I'm going to be using at the same time. If you have the budget for it, and if you can, always, you know, have different pairs so that they all last longer. It's an investment. Okay, see you next time. This is Dancing with Jamil.